That'd be wonderful. Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
How are you doing today?
Happy Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday. We're coming to you at a different time, just because we never know what time we're going to be coming here.
So we're trying something new today. Instead of coming to you live at Victoria's nap time, we're now coming to you live at her bedtime.
Yay!
Just to free up some time in the afternoon to get some chores and some visiting with some family today. So that was a good time.
Yeah. Celebrated a birthday today and
celebrated our birthday a little bit. Like my sister's
Yeah.
birthday was February 15th.
so happy birthday, Audrey.
And we celebrated it today instead with some good food, good fun, good laughs, and some NASCAR. So good stuff.
NASCAR.
And
yeah, so
that was our Sunday.
that was our Sunday. And I also started to repaint this room a little bit. I got a little bit of white on the wall here. I'll end up showing you guys the finished product.
And I thought I was going to
What
hate
did
it,
you
and so far I don't. So that's the good news.
Yeah, you can't hate white. I mean, it's white.
It's very white and
Yeah.
sterile, but I guess that works for. Hey, Chris, welcome
hey, Chris.
home.
Yeah, welcome back.
Do you
from
have
your
the
trip.
blues? Do you got the Disney blues? Or is Forky happy to be home? We've all been watching the many adventures of Forky with Chris Bannis from WDW Maniacs at Walt Disney World. Today was her Tragical Express day and her flight home, but that's okay. I'm sure she's already busy planning her next Disney vacation.
Yes.
So she got to be there this week.
Yeah, she got to ride the new ride, the Runaway Railroad at Hollywood Studios, and that went off pretty good from what I heard.
Not a lot of complaints out there about Runaway Railroad, except for, of course, the wait times. I think day one, people were waiting in the standby queue for up to 5 hours. Fast Pass seemed to be going pretty well, and didn't hear too much about the ride breaking down, which was cool.
We had a couple people down there that said that that the queue went pretty fast. So, it was awesome.
So, I mean, a lot of people have been excited about this ride. Some people sad because, of course, they loved the Great Movie Ride. As did we. We loved the Great Movie Ride, but we're excited at some point to see this one as well. And it was pretty cool because day one, Josh DeMario, of course, the new president of Walt Disney World, was walking around just greeting guests in the line, and a couple of people we know got to see him. I know Brent Dodge got to see Josh while he was in line, and I think he asked him for a fast pass or something like that, and Josh didn't have any fast passes to give. But throughout this week, I've seen on a lot of pages him just randomly walking around, and he's very gracious, taking pictures with guests, and there were even some pictures of him picking up trash. And I love a boss like that, it's do as I do, not as I say, sort of deal. And he's really living the core values of Walt Disney World, and the
So hopefully, when we're down there, we might run into him.
It would be cool to run into him.
Yeah.
And when is that going to be? We don't know. We don't know. Hopefully soon. We'll get some plans on the books.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough with my job, especially.
They don't like to let him have off of work.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what happens.
we'll make some money, get some good sales, and then they'll say, okay, go ahead and go have fun. So we will do that too. We'll see what happens there. So, but that's basically it for anything that's gone on this week.
Really?
Of course, the executives did release a official statement about the coronavirus. I know we did talk a little bit about the coronavirus last week, and just basically business as usual, just making sure they're increasing their standards of excellence when it comes to cleaning and disinfecting, including in the queues and other areas that they feel like would be high traffic of touch, where germs could be spread, doing everything they can. But again, make sure to heed the warnings, wash your hands, use the hand sanitizer, all of those things when you're in crowds, or just in general as a life rule to wash your hands.
And don't lick any metal poles.
Don't lick any metal poles. That is the best advice Joe has ever given about
I-
the Walt Disney World vacations.
There was a video
Don't-
that was going around about this little girl that was licking the poles. I'm sure you guys have all seen it.
And everybody thought it was so cute. It's not that cute. So, okay. So, anyways, tonight's episode is going to be all about food. So,
Food
and
I
fun.
mean, who does not love food?
It's a big part of everybody's trip, and I think we see in all of the communications we have, where do you like to eat, what restaurants do you pick, do you have to plan 180 days out? Victoria looks like she's about to crawl out of her crib. Nope, she laid back down. So, do you plan 180 days out for your reservations? And truth is, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It really just depends on what's going on, if we have the dining plan and things like that. But we have narrowed it down to a few favorites. So
Yes.
cheers to that, Chris, not cute to like poles. So where do we want to start? Which part?
Well, why don't we start at the least our least favorite ones that we have the least favorite. Can you guys hear her?
So our least favorite
the least favorite, well, our park that has the least favorite amount of
restaurants that we like
yep.
to eat. So
So-
it's probably an unpopular opinion, to be honest. This is one of those things where a lot of people love the food at the Animal Kingdom. We do not love all the food at the Animal Kingdom, so we've narrowed it down to a couple of choices.
First one would be Restaurantosaurus.
Restaurantosaurus. We like Restaurantosaurus.
Yes.
It is so underutilized.
Underappreciated.
Yeah, it's a quick service.
Yeah.
The food is good. The atmosphere is good. The customer service is always good. I think we went there once in the pouring rain, and they just, felt bad for everybody sitting there soaking wet, so they gave us all free ice cream.
It was awesome. I love the decor, and usually when I'm there or when we're there,
Mm-hmm.
it's not busy. Like you can always find a table. Like we used to go to Pizzafari, and that place seemed to be packed all the time.
Yeah, even more so
like,
now that they take reservations for the larger family style meal, and I know Restaurantosaurus does as well. Do a larger family style meal selection as well as the individual items, whatever your choice is, but it's still very good for a quick service that tends to be a little quieter because it's a slower section of the park. It's not as popular.
Yeah. Yeah. So our top favorite at Animal Kingdom is what is that?
Well, the canteen, of course, from that we
Pandora.
We don't know how to pronounce it, so that's why he looked at me like that. So, of course, the quick
Begins
service
with
in
an S.
Pandora. The food is so healthy and fresh, and it's just such a refreshing change from the typical chicken nuggets and hamburgers that you find around the world in the quick service locations.
Yes.
They have a individual selection of meals as well as another family style option where you can get a bunch of meats and proteins and eat it all as a group, and I think that's like $75, but if you're an annual pass holder you get 10% off of that, which is a really good deal if you're eating in like a group of 4 and you think about it, it's less than $20 a person, and it's a ton of food.
Yes.
And I think it includes your soda as well, which is great. So we saw a couple people trying that. We did not, because we did not want the same thing. We just wanted our individual meals, which is what we did, and it was so easy to use the mobile app, of course, for ordering.
Yeah. And then honorable mention would be the Nomad Lounge.
Love the Nomad Lounge.
I mean, granted, we know it's not like a sit-down meal, but
they have appetizers and stuff like that, and they're very good. And we go there to get our drink on a little bit.
Yeah, that's primarily why
it's
got an honorable mention.
We've gone there a few times, and it's different than your average bar that you would find in the parks. It doesn't have either. Sometimes you'll find places that have over the top drinks, and sometimes you'll find places that have generic drinks. This one has nice creative options that are just really good and really refreshing and really organic. to be able to try, of course, with and also a fantastic wine and beer selection as well. So the Nomad Lounge is a great place to get out of the heat, get out of the rain, get out of whatever elements that you're trying to escape at the time, and just have a nice, quiet drink. And it is also child friendly. So you can bring your kids in there. Of course, they're not going to have a drink, but it's nice and simple for them to sit and relax.
Yep. So what about you guys? What's your guys' favorite restaurant at Animal
Kingdom? Everyone's gonna say Yak and Yeti Watch.
No, they're probably gonna say Rain Tree.
Oh, the Rainforest Cafe, right?
No, the barbecue.
The barbecue place. We don't like that.
Yeah, because we've had a few close calls.
With seagulls.
What's she doing down there?
I'm not really sure.
But yeah, the barbecue place, they without the fact of having any kind of indoor eating, we're always afraid for our life when it comes to eating there.
You're sitting there trying to eat those nice barbecue fries with birds diving at your head. It's just not an experience that we have enjoyed.
No.
So. Anyways,
what's next? The next park would be Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. I know a lot of people have a lot of different views on this one because I've seen so many people say that they love sci-fi and Brown Derby. But those don't even come close to our list.
Chris loves the Flame Tree Barbecue.
See, I can't do the Flame Tree Barbecue. I can't. I mean, we literally saw this this big huge bird. Like this was.
It was like a crane.
Yeah, this bird was huge.
Chasing families.
Literally, it flew in, landed on a table, and just scrocked like so hard right at a person, like no fear.
No fear. So the food is okay. Don't get us wrong. The food is good. It's just I fear for my life right there.
Just the dive bombs of the birds are just
So Hollywood Studios.
So our first one on the list would be Hollywood and Vine.
We like Hollywood and Vine, which is probably another unpopular opinion because people love. Anyways, maybe next week we'll talk about the restaurants we don't love and why. But we do love Hollywood and Vine. We love the character interaction. Our favorite memory from Victoria's first trip happened at the Hollywood and Vine, where
Daisy.
Yeah, I can't even talk about it. Y'all are gonna cry.
So Daisy came out and just interacted with Victoria so much, and Victoria lit up.
It was her first
real
magical
character interaction. And
she still loves Daisy.
Yeah, she still loves Daisy. Yep. We have to get her a Daisy stuffed animal.
We do have to get her a Daisy.
She does not have one.
Yeah, we'll have to.
But really,
next time plush is like buy one get one for $1 on the site.
And the fact that it is a buffet. You know, I know a lot of people are like, it's a buffet. But you know what? It's a buffet. We're in and out fast, and the characters. We love character dining.
Yeah. We loved it before we had her. We love it even more now that we have her because it's a really good way to fill up your autograph books without having to wait in line. You get a lot of the characters at once. Good opportunities for photos. I know there's not a photo pass, but I come with my built-in paparazzi.
Yep.
So that's helpful. But at the same time, we're able to get a lot of good photos, get a meal at a nice, quiet place. And it's just overall good food.
See, we haven't tried the 50s primetime in a long time. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it, but we can discuss that later. We can discuss it next week.
That could be another show of places we don't like.
If you want to hear all about the places we don't like, make sure to tune in next week.
I'll tell you why. We get real passionate about that.
Oh yeah.
Wait till you hear me talk about sci-fi. But for quick service, we have a new favorite, right?
Yeah.
The Docking Bay 7 over in Batu.
Bay 7.
Again, it gives you a different selection than the normal. The food is again fresh. It's really good. They have a really good like breaded chicken with mashed potatoes. We liked the pot roast.
Whatever I had, I liked it.
You had the chicken with mashed potatoes.
Chicken with mashed potatoes. Chicken with mashed potatoes. Make sure to get that.
Victoria loved the mashed potatoes because it had her favorite veggies mixed right in. I think she ate some of the chicken as well, which, anything that she eats makes us happy.
Yeah, exactly.
And the food was really, really good.
And you know what? I was actually able to eat the mashed potatoes, usually because I'm kind of lactose intolerant. So...
they weren't real milky.
They weren't real milky. So I was able to eat the whole entire thing. So... Ronto Burger? Roasters. Sorry, my I need to get new glasses.
I'm not familiar with Ronto Roasters, so now I'm gonna have to look that up.
I think Chris, was that breakfast? Did they have a breakfast there? Because that's what Chrissy and I were talking about. Is that they need more breakfast
and then I think
meals.
they launched one after.
So
we were there. Because of people getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get their passes for Rise of the Resistance, and there weren't a ton of breakfast options.
Yeah, no, the cold cinnamon rolls did not do it.
No.
Yeah,
it was not our favorite.
Anyways, no.
But as far as Hollywood Studios goes too, I think we'd be amiss if we didn't talk about the Brown Derby Lounge. It's not a place that we eat necessarily, but it's a really good place. It's like a nice meeting place. So you can go there, you can get a drink, and you can just meet and sit with your friends and talk and have a nice time. There's one particular bartender that I seek out when I'm there. His name is Ron, and he's probably one of the most amazing cast members I've ever seen. I've always enjoyed going there and getting a Cosmopolitan made by him because he actually knows how to make one. And of course, I had to take a break when we went when I was pregnant, and then after a while I was still nursing. I wasn't drinking. So there was a good year and a half span where we would go and visit the parks where I couldn't have that drink. Finally was done with all that, went to the Brown Derby. There he is. And he goes, Cosmopolitan. I could not even believe it. We're there 2, maybe 3 times a year at the most. And this guy remembers my drink. That is a heck of a bartender. And he's just a really nice guy that's been working for Disney for a really long time. So if you're at the park, you need a cocktail or just like a cold soda and you want to sit outside and enjoy the crowds, go to the Brown Derby, seek out Ron. Fantastic.
Yes. So the next one, should we go to Epcot?
We can go to Epcot next.
All right, Epcot. So first on our list would be Sunshine Seasons.
Sunshine Seasons are our favorite counter service at Epcot.
But we can do
for both breakfast
and
lunch and dinner.
Yeah, I mean we love Sunshine Seasons any time of the day. It's
just good food, super fresh. They make a lot of it right in front of you. You can see them cooking. You can see that the facilities are clean. You can get a lot of really, really good options. Not only do they have the hot selections, but they also have cold sandwiches if that's something that you want. They have different snacks around the area, fresh fruit, yogurt, granola, and then some fantastic desserts as well. My favorite, I think, is the strawberry shortcake. I know there were a couple of cupcakes that you liked as well there.
Who doesn't like a good cupcake?
Not really into the cupcakes, but
especially with the red frosting.
Yeah, so your teeth are stained all day. But they do have a lot of really, really good desserts there as well, and the prices are pretty reasonable. They do take your annual pass holder discount, if that's something that applies to you. She's okay for it. Okay. She's just playing. Yeah, she was like exhausted, ready to go to sleep. We're like, okay, let's go do our show, and now she was. Yeah. You guys don't even want to know.
Up and at 'em. Let's just say.
The toddler life. It's fun.
Yeah.
So as far as sit-downs go...
we have
the Garden
Grill, which will always be one of our top favorites.
For both breakfast. We haven't done the brunch. I think they do a brunch, but we've done breakfast and dinner there. And the character interactions are great. It's calm. You take a nice trip around in a circle, but don't really feel it. And
the characters, they'll come around more than once. And they'll interact with you every single time.
They take their time. Mickey has sat with us a few times.
Oh, yeah.
For a while.
I mean, our good friend Brent from from Screen to Theme.
That's usually where we go
yeah,
get dinner together while we're in
it's-
Epcot.
And he makes the best character experience happen all the time. Like,
If you guys know
it's-
him, take him out there and watch him talk to Mickey.
yeah. So
One of these days, he is going to score a fast pass to Soarin'. So
he'll take Mickey on Soarin'.
that would probably be the
Or
coolest thing
probably
that's ever
would-
happened in
yeah.
our lives.
So
Um,
and then they'll probably get an evac.
crazy challenge trying to get Mickey to go on Soarin' with you.
So,
Actually, I don't even think he watches our show.
probably not.
But I don't know. So, God bless all of you that do. So,
and then our top favorite for
World Showcase.
World Showcase is Chefs de France.
I don't
that was
I
my
don't know what
best-
kind of accent that was.
that was my best French accent.
Well,
Eh, oui, oui.
We've eaten in both sections of that building. We've eaten at Monsignor Paul and then in the lower level at Chefs de France. We really enjoyed the food and the atmosphere at Chefs de France better. We not fancy.
No, we're not fancy. we're not fancy. When we walked into Monsignor Paul, we were like,
This is not-
we're in the wrong building here.
We are imposters in this building. This
Yeah.
is not. We are simple folks, simple palates.
So we were not really. Yeah, it wasn't.
We didn't feel like we belonged there.
Yeah.
So, but the next time we went around the world, we ate at Chefs de France. The food is absolutely
Yeah,
delicious.
it's wonderful.
The service is fantastic.
The portions are big. It just stinks that
It's
we
one
can't,
meal credit instead of two.
Yeah, we can't have, we can't do, doggy bags because we always have doggy
Right.
bags and
Oh, you could, but where would we put it? You're not going to walk around the park and sweltering heat
Exactly,
with a
no.
steak in your bag.
No.
But that would be weird. You might get the security dog sniffing at you.
I'd give them the food.
So that's definitely our favorite as far as World Showcase goes. And moving on, last but not least, the
Last but
Magic
not least
Kingdom.
is the Magic Kingdom. So again, another character meal would be Crystal Palace.
I love Winnie the Pooh so much.
I mean,
Winnie the Pooh
breakfast.
is
We've done breakfast. We've done lunch.
my
We've
best
done dinner
character.
there,
Yep.
and the best time to go is right in between breakfast.
and lunch
lunch.
because sometimes you get both.
Yes, and what's that?
She canceled her reservation at Monsignor Paul because of the food choices, right?
Yeah.
Like who
Yeah.
eats like that?
I
We not fancy,
no,
Chris.
no.
We not.
I
yeah,
ate
we not
chicken
fancy.
fingers almost the whole entire time.
Hates it. Hates it. He's like, what is this on the menu? If I can't pronounce it and I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, forget about it.
I'll have the filet mignon.
He has gone to restaurants and ordered filet mignon just like that. You should see the waiter's face. But we do enjoy the Crystal Palace. We like the food. We like the characters. It is a little bit faster paced with the characters.
Yeah. You can't.
Than the Garden Grill. They're not going to come around twice. They will, but you're going to
Yeah,
sit
you're
there
gonna
2.5
sit there for an hour.
hours.
Yeah, it was a long time.
It takes about an hour to get through the
There was only
interactions.
the one time that we had a bad experience at Crystal Palace, but
I thought Pooh Bear forgot about me. I was
Yeah,
really sad.
yeah.
But he made it right, and we were able to
Yeah.
turn that around.
But again, with Victoria, when they do the parade, that was
I've been waiting
amazing.
for that my whole life.
And watching her just light up, and she actually took the napkin and she was kind of waving it a little bit.
Yeah.
And,
Because I was
and
carrying her around
Yep.
the restaurant. I
Yep.
was so happy. to do the
She was
parade.
beaming, and
Yeah.
like Victoria, if you don't know her, which you pretty much don't know her, she looks serious like 95% of the
Yeah.
time, and
So
you
when
know,
she smiles, it lights up a
yeah.
room.
So
So two non-character meals that we do enjoy there is of course Liberty Tree. A lot of folks' favorite is Liberty Tree. We like the food, we like the atmosphere. Always get good service there. I personally enjoy now that you can have a nice glass of wine with your dinner there. And it's just overall really good. We
Yeah.
seek it out. I mean, I think the one year we were there, we were having trouble getting some reservations. We ate there like 4 or 5 times. And towards the end,
Yeah.
we're like, if I see another turkey in my life, forget about it. But it wasn't because of the quality of the food. It was just a little too much.
a little too much, yeah.
But
And
very good. And that was before Skipper Canteen opened.
yes,
Which is our third restaurant in the Magic Kingdom. We do enjoy the Skipper Canteen. The food was great, I thought.
I like how open it is.
Yeah.
And the service is great. And yeah, the food, I couldn't complain about the food at all.
They had a chocolate cake at the end. I forgot what it was called, but it was like a flourless chocolate cake that the waiter recommended, and it was just divine. And another thing I really liked about it is when we were there, it was when Victoria just started to eat food, like table food, and I had asked for something that they didn't have on the menu for her, and at the time pretty much all she ate was butter noodles. And they brought us out a bowl, which was really, fantastic. So Disney tends to be very accommodating with things like that. And, overall, I wish you guys could see her right now. Overall, those are our favorites around the four parks. Of course, we do have favorites outside the park at some of the different resorts. We'll talk about that at some point, and at Disney Springs as well. We'll talk about it at some point. She's about to do somersault. Here she goes. She's going to do it.
No, she's not.
No, she's like hiking her stuffed animal, like
Is she?
a football hike.
Awesome.
Okay, so bedtime isn't always like this, guys.
No.
So here's the thing when it comes to Disney and their food and the restaurants. It's a hot topic for some folks when they're planning their Disney vacations. On the 180th day before their vacation, they get up early in the morning, they have their list, and they are ready to go. They have their trip planned out soup to nuts. They have every restaurant they want to eat at, and they go to make their reservations. And then you'll see, oh my God, my vacation is ruined. I can't get into Be Our Guest, or I can't get into whatever other restaurant that they feel like is going to ruin their vacation. I promise you, you are not going to starve at Walt Disney World. So please open up yourselves, open up your minds, and try something new. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But now that you're retired, Chris, and you get to go there more, maybe, just maybe, you will not get so stressed out about these things. Fast passes, I get it. But open up your minds to new experiences. We have very simple palates. If it pleases a toddler, it's probably going to please us as far as food quality goes. It is not going to ruin your vacation if you can't get into a certain restaurant. Yep. But you can always keep trying. People drop reservations all the time. So create a pass, like a bookmark for yourself. If you can't get into this restaurant, try this one. Like we decided to do a sit down last minute. Last time we were at the Magic Kingdom, I couldn't do another counter service. I didn't feel like running for condiments. Joe was nice enough to take me out to dinner. And we ate at the Diamond Horseshoe instead of Liberty Tree because they had reservations readily available on the app. And it was good. It wasn't something that I would seek out or necessarily plan in advance because I do prefer Liberty Tree. But it was really good, and it was nice to have a quiet dinner somewhere. So just allow yourself to not say, this has ruined my vacation because I can't get into X, Y, and Z. And you never know what possibilities it can open up because maybe, just maybe, you'll park hop that day because you didn't have to wait for a reservation later in the day, and you can experience a whole new world while you're in the world. So that is just my personal advice to you. Take it for what you will, but always make sure that when you're there, just take a look around, really appreciate where you are. Don't worry, I promise you, if you allow yourself to relax, because you're on vacation, people, you are not going to starve. And that is my rant. I'm more fun at bedtime, I think.
Yeah? We might have to do this more. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is a better time to do this live show?
Instead of the
afternoon? Do you like it better at night?
And I don't think it conflicts with any of our friends that do shows either.
No, it does not conflict.
Nobody else does it on Sunday night.
Nope. So yeah, let us know. What are your guys' favorite places to eat? You can
put it in the chat.
Put them in the comments.
And of course, this will be shared if you've dropped off and you're not watching.
Yeah, I'll put it up on the Book of Face and on the YouTube.
Have you guys noticed that Joe is on TikTok now?
I am on TikTok.
If you are not on TikTok, TikTok's gotten a bad rap. Let's make TikTok a good place. It's got a lot of really good Disney content on there that not a lot of the big name producers of content are really getting involved in too much yet. So get on it. Get on TikTok.
Gotcha.
Chris's podcast, sometimes the recording tonight.
Wooka Wooka Woo podcast.
So make sure to share that.
Yes. So anyways.
That's all I got.
That's
I
all
gotta
we got?
get to Victoria because something's going on in that room.
Okay.
So I gotta take off the Disney hat for now and go put on mommy hat.
Alright guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna sign off for now.
Get her to sleep.
Yep.
Joe's gonna get on and get some editing done and share this to all of the feeds. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe. And oh, did you want to talk about the Patreon account real quick?
Well, okay.
He's created a group on Patreon, guys.
I'm starting a Patreon group so that what it's gonna do is it's gonna be more in depth on photography. So it's gonna show more about what like before and after photos, the settings, because a lot of people have been asking about settings. This is where I'm going to be doing for instructional videos on how to make yourself a better photographer. So yeah, it's going to be a Patreon account, so it's going to be like a subscription account. And I hope that some of you guys join it.
There's different tiers. The top tier, I think we're working on what we're gonna do for that right now. We're talking about tossing anything out there from discounts to monthly gifts. Here's the thing. We understand that a lot of groups out there ask for money, sell a lot of merchandise, things like that. We are not that group. But what we do, especially what he does with the artistry of the photos, takes a lot of time, and the equipment and the expense for the programs that he uses for the editing does cost some money. So if you enjoy what he does and want to learn more about what he does and are willing to just subscribe to that, we would be humbled to have you join that group as well. But of course, we are going to continue to deliver free content to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and
all the other social
TikTok.
media networks.
This is just specifically for those of you that appreciate the artistry of what he does and want to learn more about that and understand that there is a cost associated with that for his time and expense for the programming and things like that go involved in that. So that's all we're going to say about that. But he will share it. He'll invite some of you to it. If you want to get involved, please do. If not, that's okay too. Please continue to join us where we do deliver free content.
It's not something that I'm going to say you need to join. No, you don't need to join it. It's just something that's going to be there. That's...
It's his passion project.
Yeah, exactly. That's all. Yep. So I just hope you guys all support me in this endeavor. So.
And if you know anybody that would enjoy it, and if it's not you, please invite them to join.
Yep. So.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Yep. Have a magical day. All right. Have a good night. Bye.
Good night.